Díagwich gach duine. So inniu támuid ag leanúint raig leis an Aimsir Fhaistineach. We're continuing on with the Aimsir Fhaistineach, and we said the last time Aimsir Fhaistineach future tense. Focal nos amórach tomorrow. Shohuan, 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 which means next. So an teachtain shohuan, next week. Igyaun, 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 which means in a. So igyaun seachtaine in a week. Igyaun míosa in a month. Igyaun bliana in a year. So an lá eile bhíomar ag fécinnt na bríomhras a céad réimniú. So the other day we were looking at the céad réimniú, those one-syllable verbs. So a new baimid ag fécinnt na bríomhras a dara réimniú. So in that other group, the two-syllable ones. So féic again seo, ceannig mé an bia. And we'll remember that most of these dara réimniú verbs have this ig on the end. What would you say this one is? Is it quail or lahan? It's lahan because the ig starts with an a. So we're going to say ceannig mé an bia. That doesn't really mean anything, guys. If it was ceannig with a h, ceannig mé an bia, it would mean I bought the food, Aimsir Fhaistineach. But right now, it doesn't have the h for the Aimsir Fhaistineach. It doesn't have the correct ending for the Aimsir Fhaistineach. And it doesn't have the right ending for the Aimsir Fhaistineach. So what are we going to need to do? Do you remember? With the dara réimniú, we chop off the end. So we chop off the ig. And here's our new ending for the future tense. It's ceanóí. Ceanóí mé an bia. I will buy the food. We notice, like the Aimsir Fhaistineach we did the other day, there's no special ending for me. It's ceanóí mé. Ceanóí mé an bia. Let's check. Are we right? We have a gutta lahan, a broad vowel here, and a gutta lahan here. So it's lahan la lahan. It is correct. Just remember, when we're doing these, guys, that ig at the end, we've chopped that off. So we don't actually look at the ig part when we're deciding if it's quail or lahan, because we know we're getting rid of that. So where we look at here is this a in ceann, the last vowel in the first half of the word. That's how we know this is lahan, and I've matched it with a lahan ó fada there in my ending, so I'm correct. So ceanóí mé an bia, I will buy the food. Ceanóí tú an bia, ceanóí sé, ceanóí she, ceanóí siv, you lot or yiz buy the food, you lot buy the food. Ceanóí siad, they will buy the food. Ceanóí an madra, the dog will buy the food. Or like we say, this could be anyone. It could be ceanóí Niall an bia, ceanóí Fiona an bia, ceanóí an Moonshore an bia. Those people will buy the food. Now once again, because you're very clever, you know what's coming next. Ceanóí muid. So remember, in all of our tenses, whether we're Aimsir Fhaistineach for the past, Aimsir Fhaistineach for the present, or Aimsir Fhaistineach for the future, we have this different ending for we. It is okay to say ceanóí muid, and they do say that in lots of parts of Ireland, but in most of Ireland, this muid, and we absorb it into our verb, so we end up getting rid of that, and it becomes ceanóí míid. And I hope you're seeing a pattern here, because when we did this one in the Aimsir Fhaistineach, it was ceania míid. So that sort of each sound is coming back again. But this time it's ceanóí míid an bia. We will buy the food. Let's check, is this the right ending? Well, I have a gutta lahan and a gutta lahan, so I know that it's right. Those guys match, they're both, so it's fine. Ceanóí míid an bia. We will buy the food. Okay, Anish, fécan seo bríthar eile. Bailíg, to collect. Bailíg mé na leabhar. Once again, this doesn't really mean anything. It's not correct. Bailíoch could be correct if we put a H on it, which would be bhailíoch, and that would mean collected in the past. But it doesn't have the H, and it doesn't have any of the correct endings for Aimsir Fhaistineach. So it's not ready yet. What do we need to do? That's right, we slice off that ig. And now we have to put the future ending on to say, I will collect the books. Bailíoch me na leabhar. Let's check and see if this is okay. I have a gutta Latin here, but I've a gutta quail here. So I can't use this ending because that's a Latin gutta. That's like the broad O, the big round O, but that's the skinny narrow I, and they just don't go together. So I can't do that. I need to get rid of this, and I need to think of a new ending for this. What could we do to make this look narrow? Well, actually, all we do is we stick an E in front of it, and then we drop our fada. So it's Bailíoch me na leabhar. It still sounds the exact same. The ending here in the future for our two-syllable ones, it's always owi. Bailíoch me na leabhar. Bailíoch me na leabhar. I will collect the books. Let's double check. Do we have quail a quail? We do. E is quail and I is quail, so that's fine. Bailíoch me na leabhar. I will collect the books. Bailíoch tú, sé, she, shiv, siad, an madra. Might be difficult for the dog to do that. He could pull that cart, who knows. Bailíoch an madra na leabhar. The dog will collect the books. And again, you know what's coming next. Bailíoch muid na leabhar. We can say Bailíoch muid if we want, but it looks a bit better if we get rid of that and bring muid into our verb. So, what was it the last time? It was Bailíoch míid. Now, let's look. Lahan, quail, can't do that. So we need to get a new ending here. Can you remember what you did just 2 minutes ago to turn a Lahan ending into a quail one? Can you remember what we did? Did we lose something? Did we add something? We added the E and we dropped the fada. So, Bailíoch míid na leabhar. We will collect the books. Remember for our Lahan example, it was ceannoa míid, and now it's Bailíoch míid. It's the exact same sound. It's just spelled a little different, okay? Bailíoch míid na leabhar, and now we have quail, a quail. So it is cearcalóir. Bailíoch míid na leabhar. We will collect the books. Now, we're going to have a look at one last group here. And you might remember these from the other week. Immer. Now, immer is a two-syllable verb, but what does it not have? It doesn't have the ig. Do you remember when we did the Aimsir Fhaistineach, what did we do to these ones? Did we drop the whole bit and just leave ourselves with im? Did we put our ending after the immer? What did we do? What we did here was we just dropped a vowel, and then we got our or, and we just moved it. So it went from immer to immer. So now it's imroi me an cluiche. I will play the game. And let's just check. We have quail and quail. Okay, we have to match those two vowels. Funnily enough, here we always say, oh, we look at the last vowel in the first half of the word. In immer, the last vowel is the first vowel. They're both the same thing, aren't they? So my first vowel actually is my last vowel. Imroi me an cluiche. Imroi tú an cluiche. Imroi sé. Imroi she. Imroi shiv. And I hope you can hear that. It's that same sound over and over again. Owi, owi, owi. Imroi siad. Imroi an madra. And again, what's coming next? Imroi muid becomes Imroi míid. We'll just check. Yep, we're still okay. We still have quail a quail. So this is just one funny little group here, where instead of having an ig to drop, we just take out a vowel. And you will remember from the other week what other ones go like this. Well, the ones you're probably going to see most often are inish, which means to tell, like to tell a story. So inish would be in show-a-meej on scale. We tell the story. Another one you'll see quite frequently is tatin, which means to like. So you could say tatnoe on scanan lum. I enjoyed the movie. But if you have a look at the box here, you'll see a few other ones that you can see as well. Okay, what other verbs have this strange little rule of being shortened? Now, just like the other day, how do we ask our questions? We use an uru. And we remember that the uru for B was M, the one for C was G. I wonder if you can guess them now before I even get to say them. What was the one for D? Were you right? What was the one for F? Well, there's a bit of a hint there for you. What was the one for G? P? T? And do you remember, I have an O here, but it's actually all of the vowels. All of the vowels take the N hyphen. So I'm going to get rid of those and put them over there. So that's how we ask a question. We say on, and then we use an uru. So here I have, on Vowel 2, will you learn? And I answer by saying, Vowel may. I will learn. I don't answer by saying ta and Neil. I don't say yes and no. That's not how we do it in Irish. We say, I will learn. And if I want to say no, I'd say ni aula may. And you'll probably remember that it takes a H. There's those letters over there though. They don't take a H. Remember, no H for L, N, or, and no H for an S with another consonant. And also, we never put a H on a vowel for this reason. Okay, let's have a look at another example. On Gyanoe 2. On Gyanoe 2. Will you buy? Again, there's my uru, my G goes on a C. And I say, Gyanoe me, I will buy. Or ni Gyanoe me, I will not buy. And there's my H again. One last example using the vowel. On Nulvoe 2, will you prepare? So you could say on Nulvoe 2 the mala sculia nucht, will you prepare your school bag tonight? Ulvoe may, I will prepare it. Ni ulvoe may, I will not prepare it. And you'll see there's no H here because we just don't put a H in front of a vowel like that. So really important one. Hopefully you remember it from our last few videos, both from the Aimsir Fhaistineach and from our first Aimsir Fháistineach video. When we're asking a question in the present or the future, we stick an uru on, we use the word on as our question word. If we're saying yes, we just say it back. And if we're saying no, we say ni, and we put on a H. If it's one of the letters, we're allowed to put a H on. Now, let's just do a little recap of everything we've learned in the Aimsir Fháistineach so far. For our one-syllable ones, we had he. We said some people pronounce it fi. It's dún fi, or dún he, and dún himij. We have our lahan and our lahan to remember the spelling. If it's quail, we have to take out that A to make sure it's quail, but it still sounds the same. So it's kahi and kahimij. Today we learned about the two-syllable ones, and that ending is oe, kianoe and kianoamij, and we're making sure we're always checking lahan la lahan, quail la quail. And then for our quail ones, exact same sound, just a slightly different spelling. Balioe and balioimij. So I hope you can figure out the difference between those and when you use one and when you use the other. The key here is to always remember, is it one syllable or two syllable? Is it quail or lahan? And that's how we figure it out. I would say it'd be a good idea when you're doing your work after you've watched the video to just pause it on this so you can have a look and you can see the different endings for yourself. And I'm sure you'll do a great job at figuring out which one to use.